Oklahoma High School girls basketball on this Saturday afternoon, folks, and we are live here at Dick's House of Sports. We're going to talk about Oklahoma High School girls basketball playoff over my man, Coach Vick. What's up, Coach Vick?
Playoffs? We talking playoffs? Man, I'm ready.
It's ready. That's that time, Coach. It's cold. It's time. Hey, it's the road to the gold ball. We're going to have a couple special guests. We got Coach Bass coming from Mustangs, one of her players, Cherish. Coach, like I said, we get to talk a little high school girls basketball, talk about the road to the gold ball. I know Coach Bass did some kind of special this year, and we'll let her talk about it. Before the season started, they had to run so many miles to get ready to go to the big house.
Oh, so, yeah? What you make them do, run from Mustangs to the fairgrounds?
I think so. So we'll let her talk about it. But Coach, like I said, the season's winding up. Most everybody finished up last night. 4 of our players will start next week. I know yourself included, but Harrah Lady Panthers, you guys are you got a bye, right?
Yeah, we got a first round bye, so week and a half off. Kind of good, kind of bad, but I'll take it.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, Coach. You got to rest up. Like I said, we talked the other day. You said you guys would be getting ready, little conditioning, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get back in shape. Next time to get shape, we got so many games in January. We don't get a chance to practice, so this time we're gonna use to get back in shape. A little preseason, so hopefully the snow holds off and we get to the gym Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Well, folks, like I said, we want to thank Dick's House of Sports again for letting us do this have this great opportunity to come out here and do a girls show. Like I said, we've done a couple of shows with Keep It 100, but now we get to do with Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines, something that me and you started this year, trying to promote the high school girls here in Oklahoma. Everybody want to talk about Kansas. Everybody want to talk about let's talk about Oklahoma High School girls basketball. We're going to have a bunch of young ladies that's coming on that's going to have a chance to go play college ball here the next few years. But like I said, it's pretty cool that we can do this here in Oklahoma and have a show like this, man, because who else is promoting these high school girls?
I ain't nobody, but I'm gonna let you know real quick that I think if you do the numbers, Oklahoma has the best high school girls basketball in the nation.
Yes,
you can look on TV, and when you watch TV on ESPN or whatever, you're gonna see Oklahoma girls playing somewhere. And so there's only so many that can play in the state, and young lady we'll talk today, I believe she signed with Radford. So again, another young lady we might see on TV somewhere playing on ESPN or maybe in a national tournament, but that's going to be an Oklahoma kid playing somewhere else in the nation. So, Oklahoma's doing a good job of getting these kids ready to play, coaches and AAU programs, and we're now getting noticed nationwide that they're coming in and they're recruiting our kids. So that's good times for Oklahoma girls basketball.
No, that's big time, Coach. Like I said, we should have put a poll up and see was Coach Bass going to wear those heels today, though.
Well, you'd have heard of it. You know what? The elevator was out. She probably glad she did.
Yes, sir. I know. I was kind of struggling getting up them stairs, man. An old man like myself. But, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to bring on head coach, Coach Bass, and let her talk about her great season as she get ready for the playoffs. So we'll be right back after what? One of our sponsors will be right back. Welcome back to Oklahoma High School girls basketball. Like I said, on this Saturday, chilly Saturday morning, afternoon. But guess what? We get to talk high school girls basketball. We're here with Miss Bass from Mustang, one of the best coaches in the state. She brings along one of her players, Miss Cherish. Ladies, you guys are having a heck of a season. As you guys get ready to playoffs, what's the season been going like so far?
Well, I feel like it's been good. I mean, we've had some ups and downs along the way, which was expected throughout the season. But overall, I feel like right now we're really starting to playing our best basketball, which is what we want to do at this time of year.
But Miss Cherish, like I said, are you a senior this year? Yes. A senior. So, last night was your last home game, right?
No, we have one.
You got one more?
We're supposed to have 2, but the weather next week.
Okay.
We don't know if that's going to happen.
So are you going to cry?
Probably.
Is mom going to cry?
Probably, yeah.
Hey, that's not wrong with crying. Hey, I cry. They can tell you, my family will tell you, man, they hate watching love movies with me or sad movies because I started crying like a big teddy bear. I'm just a big teddy bear, but there's nothing wrong like that. But just being your senior year, what's it been like, though? Because I know you set some goals coming into your senior. What's it been like?
I think it's been good. I feel like I've grown every single year. My biggest thing is confidence. I feel like I've always struggled with that, and this year it's been really good. And I like to thank Coach Bass because she's really helped me on this journey.
You know what? That's very important for you to say that. You talk about confidence. I have a young lady in my house that plays basketball, and sometimes when you don't have confidence, you walk up to the free throw line, you're scared to take that jump shot, you're scared to do some of the things you do because confidence. But like you said, Coach Bass has put that into you, getting you ready for college basketball because as you know, if you get into the next level, it becomes a job. It's not just fun anymore, it's a job. So that's great for these young ladies that's going to listen to this show that you talk about that is confidence. So tell me a little bit about your game, though.
I feel like my best thing is defense. I feel like I've always been a defensive player.
What's that wrong with that?
Starting off, I feel like now I'm into my driving, and I feel like that's one of my best things. And shooting my mid-range. So.
Hey, wait a second. Say that one more time. Say it loud and proud. You said what? Mid-range. Everybody wants to shoot the 3 today. Everybody wants to come down and shoot the 3. Nobody wants to pull up and hit that 15, 16-foot jump shot, but everybody wants to shoot the 3. I like to hear that. So, when you was getting recruited, well, I mean, what was it like? Did you have a lot of schools looking at you, or you just kind of settled the school you're going to?
I had a lot of interest, but I found Radford, and I feel like they really loved me, and the coaches were really warm and welcoming, so I think that's why I picked.
That's what it's all about. It's about having a coach that's going to love you and take care of you. Because, mom and dad's not going to be there, so you got somebody that's going to love you and take care of you. Real quick, I learned that with my own son. He wrestled at UCO. He had a lot of places to go, but he felt at home at UCO. And then, at first I was kind of mad at him. Like, why are you going to UCO? You go all these different places. But you know what? Since he's been there, man, they've loved him, treated him like gold. So that's what it's all about. When you're away from family, you want somebody who can take care of you. Coach V, you got anything for her?
You have a little sister, right?
Yes.
Is she sophomore?
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
So now I don't know how much she played last year, but this year being a sophomore, I saw her numbers and roll pick up a little bit more. So how special was that to get to play with your sister at that senior year at least?
It's really special. We've always wanted to play with each other, so this has really been fun for me, especially since it's my last year. So I just really love that we get to play together.
You putting pressure on her until you're handing this down to her, saying, "Hey, this is what I built. I'm handing it down to you now. You got to keep the name going."
I feel like there's no pressure. She plays how she plays, and she's a really good player. So as long as she has no pressure, she's always good.
Coach Bass, where y'all at the district? I know I looked the other night.
Yeah, we're 2.
2? Okay. And so you talking about who you think you'll match up against, possibly coming up. I mean, is there any game left that determines who you play, or are they all pretty much
I
settled?
think it just depends more on District 2, but I try to do the numbers and predict, because that's what I do. I try to stay with some, depending on district points and things, when I added it up, it looks like we're probably going to play a lot in Eisenhower first round with Choctaw and PCO maybe in our regional. We get to host, obviously, which is nice. We haven't been able to do that. I mean, a lot of people don't get to do that. You always want to play on your home court. But yeah, I think that's what I'm predicting it should be. I mean, we were number 1 in our district all year until the Memorial game went into overtime. But other than that, 2 is just as. I mean, the way they have it set up, it's not a huge difference between 1 and 2. They both get to host, right? So.
Is there still East-West? Is it still an East-West thing, or
I think it's still an East-West once you get to until you get to state, right? And so it's still like District 3 and District 4 are really considered, East, and so they still battle it out. So you still will have 4 from that side, District 3 and 4, and 4 from District 1 and 2.
One thing I always didn't really kind of like, but is that you might have five teams that in the West that are better, and one team gets left out. At 4A this year, it's changed a little bit with some teams, get some kids coming back, and so I know. I look at one, Bethany, Glenpool, and I think Locust Grove are all one area. All 3 of those are state tournament teams.
That's true.
Year. And now one's going to get left sitting at home, so that kind of reminds me a little bit of East and West.
I think I would have liked it better that once it becomes like your district, I feel like District 1 should then play District 3, and District 2 should play District 4, so that way the East is playing the West to get to state. Because even last year, three teams from our district made it to state, right? And so that just shows you the difference. So, because we ended up playing them in North, I think 4 times last year, because we played them and then we had to play them again to get and they're in our same district. So I feel like cross-districting would be, in my opinion,
Hey, I care about your opinion because I think at the end of the day,
it just, I don't know, it makes it more challenging.
Right.
And you guys earned it. Like I said, you guys earned to get there. That you're going to have a team that's probably going to get in that's going to have a weaker district. So I think they got to do, and I even rather, hey, that's seeded. Let's go 1, 2, Exactly. Like I said, I'd rather have it seeded than everybody has a chance to get in, One thing I know, I hate to mean to cut you off, Coach, but one thing that you did at the beginning of the year, and you got ready for this year, you had the girls, because you knew you was going to be played at the big house, and you had the girls do something kind of special to get ready for it. What did you have them do for the listeners that they don't know?
So, Coach Troy, my assistant, and me sat down and we kind of talked about preseason and what we wanted preseason to look like this year. We knew the talent we were going to have and the girls we had, and being at the big house, I have never played there or coached there ever because I've always been a 6A either player or coach. So I don't know what that feels like. And so now that, and our girls have never really been there. A lot of them haven't even been in the building.
Right.
You know, I mean, unless you were a small town, yeah, and especially playing. And so I actually went to OU's team camp because that's where I thought we were going to be playing, so we would get used to the courts. Because it's a big difference. Like the lights are in your face. I mean, it's bright. The floor was different. Like even at OU, like there's dead spots. We had issues with that. Like even Cherish was like, I dribble over here and it's like the ball's whatever. So we sat down and talked about some things, and Toya researched a lot about how South Carolina does things for them to get to the national tournament. And we thought it was a good idea, so we researched how far it is from Mustang to the big house, and it's 14.2, I think, miles from there. And so we decided that for preseason, you know, in the past, people talk about running miles doesn't really help basketball, right? So we kind of got away from that. But when I was younger, it wasn't really us getting in shape that helped us. It was the mental toughness of the heat. I mean, you can ask, I mean, it was hot. They even said, can we take our shirts off? I'm like, no. I mean, the football boys out here, you know, but it's the mental toughness part, and that's where we felt like we really were lacking, was just our mental overall toughness. And so we came up with big dog mentality. I have them read a book. Anyway, and so we ran literally 14.2 miles, and we tracked it all through preseason because that's our road. That's our goal, is to get to the big house. So then, do you want to know the other part?
Oh, hey.
You know me, I just talk.
No, talk. Hey, we like it. Hey,
I talk too much.
I like it.
And so then we decided, well, if our girls have never been there and have never played there, let me see if I can get a hold of somebody so they can experience the building. Which, you know, the building's older. I mean, even then we're like, oh, man, this looks. I mean, it is. It's old, you know. And so I called the guy, and he was like, yeah, we'll open it up for you. I'm like, great. So we basically took a day. We didn't practice, and we all got in the bus and drove out there. And, you know, it was all like dirt. Like I think rodeo was around State Fair. Yeah. So we didn't get to actually see the court, but the guy took us in like a closet, right? And we saw the goals. So one of our things about the book is if you have a goal, you got to be able to touch it, smell it, taste it, what else? Feel it, touch it, whatever. And so the girls were like, touch it, you know. So we walked in, and then there was dirt on the ground, so we walked on the court. Some girls were like, should we eat it? I'm like, no. But he had us touch the goal. I mean, it was really cool to experience it. He showed us the locker room. You know, because this is what our main, you know, our end goal is, and I wanted them to experience that. So it was a really cool experience. I don't know if she can talk on her part, but for me to watch them be there, it was touching too.
No, that's pretty cool, Coach. Like I said, you know, been your senior year, you know, and I think, I mean, you know, you can talk about high school, middle school, you know, it's all the, you know, you get all the girls together, but this is your last run. This is it. This is my last time I get to play. No, I'm going to come out here because, I mean, it's sad, man. I mean, it is, but, you know, this is when you, that 14 miles is when you bring the girls in these next few weeks and say, hey, we did that. Nobody else has done that. So this is when we got to come together and play good ball. You guys beat everybody, you know, you got a capable of beating everybody. So right now you got to give it all you got and go take care of business. One thing I got to ask, Coach, you're going to be at the big house. What kind of shoes you going to have on? What kind of shoes you going to have on, Coach? What kind of shoes? We might get you some heel George or something, Coach.
Oh, somebody sent me a picture of one the other day. They had like this like boot-looking Jordan thing. I was like, no, I will not wear that. You know, it was funny because I actually was starting to look yesterday, like late at night, because I always try to find something that's different or, I don't know, weird looking to stand out. But I actually still have the shoes I wore the game I won state championship.
Oh, you got to wear those, Coach. You got to bring them out.
They're gold and black, obviously, because I was at Midwest City and we were gold. But I was thinking, well, that represents the gold ball, so maybe I'll wear those. So I might not buy new ones. I might just wear the ones I wore.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But Coach, like you said, you know, you guys have had a heck of a year. You know, I know it's sad when you got girls graduate, but you move on. Like I said, you know, you got Cherish, she's going to be moving on, but you got a baby sister, you know, for the next, you know, 3 years. So that's pretty cool. So I mean, it's pretty cool to get to play with your sister. I know that's. You guys ever yell at each other?
Not on the court, but we'll practice in practice.
So I gotta ask you.
In practice, it's fun. When they're on the different teams, oh, it's so fun.
Hey, does mom give you a look or whistle if you do something wrong?
Yeah.
I hear her dad has a sound.
What's the sound? What's the
And at first, one time I was like, is he talking to me? And I remember that, and I was like, oh, he's not talking to me.
Yeah. So, and it's funny because you can, I don't care, even in the big house, and I got a chance to go to the big house, and like you said, I got to go watch Douglas play Weatherford. And I was so excited being in there, and I think every game should be played here because it felt like a basketball atmosphere. It felt like you're playing in the Final Four. You know, I know OU is pretty cool to play in Tulsa, but playing in the big house to me was just amazing. And I see why those girls in the smaller classes like it because it is pretty cool though, you know, as far as playing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's cool to play at OU, but playing in the big house, man, I just think, like I told Coach Vick, I'm saving my money right now to get that corn dog and that popcorn. So, hey, that's it. I mean, that's it, the corn dog. But Coach, you know, like I said, I'm really excited for, you know, what you've done. I love having you on the show. You're always good support. You do a great job, you know, retweeting and talking about us and letting people know about Oklahoma High School girls basketball. Because this is something that we want to keep building, you know. When me and V started this, we wanted to build a brand of Oklahoma High School girls basketball. Everybody talks about all the other states, Ohio and all that, but I think we got, man, look at it. We got a bunch of girls here going Division I, you know. Kaylee Parks over at, you know, Norman, she's going to Kansas. The young lady that's over at Broken Arrow is going to, with Michigan. So, I mean, and yourself, you know, you got your teammate. I think she's getting recruited by ORU, right?
Committed?
Yeah.
She committed, yeah.
Oh, she already committed. So
Yeah.
that just right there just tells you what you're doing with your program and getting these girls in college, and that's what it's all about, though. Because you know you put a lot of time, you know, AAU ball, middle school, high school. Now it's time to, you know, hey, you get the chance to go do your thing. So before I let you go, who did you play AAU basketball for?
Lady Jets.
Oh, now is that Coach Woods?
No, I play with Randall and Jason Terry.
Okay, are they out of Oklahoma or are they?
No, Texas.
They get to Texas. Look at Texas coming, stealing our girls. Stealing our girls. You stay in Texas. Let the Oklahoma girls stay here. Well, that's good though because I think you know, not as Coach Bass does a good job getting you recruited, but AU does help too. But you know, her having that communication with these college coaches does a big thing because I'm telling you right now, people want to see you at the AU level, but they also want to see you at the high school level because you know what you do in high school, you run plays. AU, you just get it up and down the court. Who can get that steal? Who can get that bucket? So Coach V knows a lot about that. We talk about that all the time. Anything, Coach V, before we let him go?
Congratulations. Good luck on the rest of the year. I've been at the big house. I hope you get a chance to finish your last game there. It is something to experience. I know it's different. I like to play the OU and ORU. But then I get there and it's like you're gonna play in front of 5,000
It is,
people.
man. I'm excited.
People gonna be sitting in the corners and they can't even see. They're like a loud city in thunder, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a great experience. And Coach Bass, you did a great job representing Oklahoma girls basketball. I know the association did a good job as well. And so you're a great ambassador for the girls basketball.
But I appreciate you too because I just feel like there's not a lot of people out there that talk about girls basketball like they should. I just feel like we bring a lot to the state, and for you guys to take your time out to even do this and represent these young ladies that deserve it. I mean, they put in, I know we're a big football state, obviously, but I feel also we're just as good or even better, in my opinion, in girls basketball. I mean, right now in the class of 2025, there are so many D1 level girls, right? And there's not a lot of people, talking about it. So I appreciate you guys for giving them, what they deserve and your time and energy.
No, I love it though. Like I told Coach V the other night, the saddest thing about me now is that my daughter's going to be in high school next year, so I can't come to the Mustang Classic, man, and get the. Man, it's good, hey, man. Hospitality room is good, man. Yeah, we're going to Mustang. Hey, we're going to. But it's a great tournament. We got a chance to, and who's hoping Carl Albert girls to get in it. I think they're going to go play in a different tournament, but I love it though because, like I said, I got a chance to go to his, I got a chance to go to yours. We even had a debate there. We're like, whose hospitality was better? I said, well, Mustang.
Tell my mama's doing a good job. That's all I'm saying.
He did have some good stuff.
Did you have some?
Yeah, he had some good stuff. He had a taco night, and
okay.
So it was good. It was good stuff. But Coach Bass, like I said, Cherish, I wish you guys the best of luck, though, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I don't have a team in 6A that I'm rooting for, but I'll tell you who I am going to root for: the Mustang Lady Broncos. So good luck to them this year, man. In the state tournament, go take care of business, and I want to see you, put that gold ring on the finger. All right, you guys take care. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you. The sponsors here at Dick's House of Sports. We want to thank them again for letting us come out. We're right back after one of our sponsors. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines here at Dick's House of Sports. We want to give a big shout out to Miss Halsley for letting us come and do this show, man. I tell you, folks, we've done it 3 times. We got to do football, the road to the gold ball for the football. We got to do the playoffs, and we got to do a golf a couple weeks ago. Now we get to do the first Oklahoma high school girls between the lines basketball. I'm here with Coach White, Dale City's head coach, and her point guard, Miss Sasha. I've always wanted to do that. I sound like, let's make it rumble. What's up, Sasha? What's up, Coach White? How y'all doing?
Doing good.
I know last night was a tough night, and I know I'm glad you guys came, but that's okay, Coach. I'm going to tell you something. Coach. Losing is good. You know why?
We learn from it.
You learn from it. You know, my boy was ranked number 1 in nationals in wrestling. He got beat a couple weeks ago. My daughter picked up the phone and she called me and said, Dad, are you mad? I said, why am I mad, baby? He's 23 years old. It's okay to lose. Because when you get hunted, everybody's going to play their best game against you. Now you got to go, hey, we regroup, we get started. So how's it going, though? Besides that, Joe, you guys have had a good year so far. How's it going?
Pretty good. Like you said, not mad about that loss. We needed it. We'll take it now. We don't want it in 3 weeks. So
That's it.
We'll get back in the gym, regroup, get back on the right track, and now we know what to do moving forward.
But Coach, White, I got to give you a lot of love. You guys come out this year. You got a whole different starting lineup. You got girls that started last year, and I think they're taking it great. I mean, Sasha, she's been in the starting lineup, out of the starting lineup, but when her numbers called, she's taking care of business. And I want to say that's a lot that goes to you because they respect you. Because you can have girls over pouting, complaining, and upset. But I think at the end of the day, it comes from you. You played at the highest level. You know what it takes to get to that next level. So a lot of these girls look up to you on that. So can you speak on that?
It's just about seeing a bigger picture. At the end of the day, we always talk about we over me. If we believe that message and we truly want the best for the team, we'll believe whatever it is that we need to do. Without any pushback or resistance, we're just going to go out there and get it done. Like you said, when your number's called, it's called. If not, be the biggest fan that you can be.
That's it. But Sasha, how's it go for you so far? I know, like I said, you came back second semester, you come on strong, man. I know they're in the Middle City game the other night. Somebody asked me, is there any way Middle City can get a 50-piece because y'all put it on them? I'm just keeping it real, folks. No shots. I'm just saying, you guys was handing out nuggets like it was at Chick-fil-A. So, big game for you. I know one of your guards is out. I know she's recovering, but you came out and you played a big game. Good defense, shot the ball real well. So, how's it been for you so far to get back in the lineup?
It's been good, just starting to get back into the swing of everything that used to go on back then. So, just adapting to all the changes and the new stuff coming into this year.
No, Coach Vick.
Hey, y'all doing well. So you already had first, though, right? Going into your last game?
Yes,
Okay. So you match up, you cross bracket?
Santa Fe South.
Santa Fe South,
Yeah.
okay. Does it go totally across, like in your, who you going to get in your region?
Our region will look like Santa Fe South, if I'm correct. I think Lawton, Mac, and maybe Altus, maybe.
You get the host?
We'll get a host.
Nice, okay. That's good. That's one thing about, the district that y'all have, pairings and things y'all do in 5As. You get the host, maybe first, second round, maybe?
Just host first round. That second round game is going to be at a neutral site.
Okay.
So we at least get 2 more home games before we start playing neutral sites.
Nice. But you're doing a good job. Your team's hot. You got depth. I haven't been able to watch you play because we've been playing, but I listen to my man here, and he talks about, the height and the depth and the guards you have and making sure you're running 5A. So you're doing a good job, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, Coach, I'm talking about, you got Shelby, a young lady that started for the last 3 years, and she's been coming off the bench, but, she already got a D1 commit. But you got another post player that just came back this year, number, I think, 32.
32.
I tell you right now, man, she has moved like Michael Jackson. She's smooth on her feet, Coach, and I tell you right now, if anybody is the thing is you can't stop her. You only hope to contain her. So, and what you guys do with her, and then with your guard play, then you got 2 freshmen in the lineup with Paris and McAllister. That right now they're not even freshmen no more. They're sophomores. They're playing great ball. McAllister got a chance watching that Middle City game. Good defense, no turnovers. So that just tells you. Then you have Sasha, that's a junior, that is going to help bring these 2 young ladies along. I tell you right now, I know everybody is scared to face you guys. I got a chance to watch Booker T play a couple weeks ago at the Douglas game, And I kind of told some people that I think Booker T's going to have a hard time if they face you. I know I got Coach Rich here from Carl Albert. My kid goes to Carl Albert. But I told people from the get-go, I said 3 weeks ago, you might as well put the ring. What Beyonce said, put the ring on, put the ring on. So I'm just keeping it, hey, folks, when I get on this camera, I got to keep it real. So I just think with Dale City guys, man, like you talked about the depth, you got 5 girls that started last year that's coming off the bench, and that just tells you how strong you are. So when you and CJ and the staff came to that, what made you kind of put that together?
We got versatility. We can go a lot of different ways. We can go big.
Yep.
We can go small, go quick. We can use length if we need it. We can go more shooter. We can go whatever we can go with. We can do it. And I think as we get down in the playoffs, we'll have to kind of pick and choose a little bit more. But when it's all said and done, we just trying to put the best 5 on the court who plays the best together. And so it's like you just said with the girls that we do have, a lot of times we get in our own way.
Yes.
It's not the other team or whoever we're playing. It's us getting in our own way. And if we don't get in our own way, we can be scared.
No, I really think y'all are, man. Sasha, like I said, coming back second semester, I think you're doing nothing with a great attitude. I tell you all the time, Sasha's a young lady I like to watch doing AU ball. Plus, high school ball, I tell all the time, so good, you got more talent than you know. Just to stay on that straight road, man, because I'm telling you right now, you get talked about. I mean, you play bigger than what you are, and that's what it's all about, man. Coach tell you, no matter how big you are for a D1 or D2 school to come get you, you got that heart, and you do got that heart, man, and I tell you, that's what coaches want. They want somebody that's going to be a leader, though, and that's what you are on the court, man. I tell you right now, you have not, and I haven't seen, I'm not at practice every day, but watching the games, I have not seen no attitude out of you coming off. When you come in the game, it's like, hey, let's get it on. And I'll tell you right there, people look at that, though, because, everybody is going to bump their head and do crazy things. I've done some dumb things. I'm 52 years old, and I still do. I get grounded all the time. I get grounded all the time for my wife, but, but that's part of being in life, though, growing up. But I tell you right now, you have a great coach that's played for New City. He's coaching, coaching at her rival when she was in high school, and then she got to go play at K-State. So she knows what it takes to get there. So, I would use everything I can, sponge her, like, what can I do, coach? What can I do? Spend that time in the gym, I tell you right now, you got this year and you got next year, and it's over. So, take everything you got, because I want to see you play at that next level. I want to see you be successful when you get out of school, and hey, maybe you coach or own your own business like that. So you only get one shot at it, so make the best of it, though. That's the only thing that I can give to you, because I do love watching you play. You're one of my favorite players to watch. My daughter like watching you play, man, because like I said, you go. You have one speed. Go. And that's what it's all about, though. That's why I think it makes you guys so dangerous in that 5A playoff, because, losing, like I said, you learn from it. You really do, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, but I think going into the playoffs, this really wakes you guys up. Like you said, you better bump your head now, if you, like you said, here in 2 weeks. Coach, anything else you got for me?
No, I'm glad to see you, man. I got a chance to catch you down in Frisco this summer playing. I believe it was with the select team down there playing in the Frisco tournament. So you did a really good job. So glad to see that you're having a good year, and keep staying with it, keep playing that ball in the summer, because it was fun to watch you play. So I know you bring that dynamic to the program, and then. Coach White, the knock has always been like on 5A, all the classes. We all know that. And I think that has totally changed this year. 5A is probably deeper than it's ever been in the last, I don't know how many years, but there is no one or two. There's some teams up there that can play night in, night out. And so I think 5A this year has closed the gap on that top 8. Any of those 8 could be a competitor for a gold ball.
Yeah, I think so too. This one of the year, like you said, it can be some people who might not make the state tournament that could be there. So, like I said, this is one of the most competitive years is being in 5A, which is good. I mean, I'm happy we're part of it.
No, that's it though. When you start talking about teams on the other side of the state, I know you talk about Kawita team, everybody talks about, you talk about Booker T, you talk about Shawnee, you start talking about those teams. I know you don't get to see a lot of them, you might have scrimmaged them, but you don't get to see a lot of Booker T. And I said, when Booker T came and I wanted to go catch that game, because I kind of want to see the matchup, with, you or Carl Albert, because I think the strong horses on this side of, Dale City, Carl Albert, Duncan. I think Duncan might have had a good night. And Duncan's a team, they shoot real good. They can beat you, I mean, they've also, I looked at the deal last night. They started off really, really slow, in the last probably 8-9 games, they've gotten hot and win some ball games. So they're going into the playoffs at the right time. Hey, we got a good deal. But I think at the end of the day, if you guys go play y'all's game, I mean, y'all probably 10 points any day of the week. But, like I said, you see what you guys can do, and everybody knows about Dell City. Ain't nobody sleeping on Dell City. El Reno's still a team that but, you can talk about them, but I still think at the end of the day, I think Dell City is on this side of the team.
Yeah. I know being in Midwest City, you never got a chance to play, but have you talked to your girls anything about, like, the big house? I mean, that's something totally different from 5A and 6A. I mean, we all know 4A down.
Right.
But I can tell you, being on the court, playing, it's packed house. It's not like, OU or we're spread. I mean, there's standing room only sometimes in a game and in that environment. And you kind of put that to your kids, like,
You know what? Not a lot.
Not a lot?
Just because not trying to look too far ahead.
That's it.
We don't want to look too far ahead, but when we went to Duncan,
Right.
that was a playoff environment. When we went and played at Duncan, we played a classic SAS playoff environment. So we've had some games recently that I think prepared us a little bit. I don't think anything can really prepare you until you get there and play on their court.
Right.
You're going to walk in, and you're going to see it, and then everybody's eyes get big. So
the goal shrinks. It's the worst thing up there. It just shrinks as you walk in. But we talk about 5A. Like a Duncan. I mean, I played them in a tournament, and they go up and down, and they get up and down. But that's what we're talking about. The depth that 5A has is that you have a Duncan, you have a class, and that may not be in that top 8 that you would say if you had to rank. But night in, night out, though, they can bring it to you and send somebody home.
Yep.
And so you got to be prepared. All with your regionals and everything, you got to be prepared because those teams do sit out there that can knock you off. And again, I think that's a credit to the coaches that we have, the effort that they put into it, and the players taking the time. But I think Oklahoma 6A through all the classes now are pretty deep all the way through. I mean, and it just tells you how good basketball is in Oklahoma for high school girls.
It's definitely on the upward trend too. So it's like you said, 5A is getting tougher and tougher. 6A, we already know about 6A, and 4A, if not the toughest, so it's some good basketball going around. There's some good girls too that's coming up.
Yeah, you got a good mix. You got some seniors and you got some.
I think you got one senior, right? One senior.
Yeah,
Hey, coach. Hey, every high school coach is like, man, I can't wait to get rid of all this. I mean, junior.
Junior heavy, and then pretty junior and sophomore heavy.
Yeah.
And then
you got some good freshmen.
Yeah, and 2 freshmen playing up, and then that's the bulk of it.
That's round for a while, coach. Round for a while.
That's it. Yeah. She go home. She gonna make there for a while. But Sasha, we're gonna end it on this note though. What's something that you want to finish the season? I know you got a chance to start late, but what do you want to do to finish the season strong though? Get a ring. What's the ring? Get a ring. I gotta hear from her though. I'll be asking.
I better be like the ring.
The ring. hey, she ain't trying to get nothing on the bulletin board. She trying to keep it cool. So you guys. So what is the kickoff for you guys? You got another week off?
February 25th.
February 25th. So you'll be at home, right?
Yeah, we'll be at home. So we got a week to prepare. We get to use this week for preparation, practice. Scouting, whatever it is, we got a week to get it done. So
I gotta ask you, that's a good question real quick. I didn't get to ask Coach back. How much film study do you do? When you are preparing for a team and you're getting ready for them, and you give the girls notes, hey, this is what this girl do. How does that go?
Yeah, like I watch a bunch of film, so I'm gonna watch a bunch of it. I don't try to give them too much. Like where it's overwhelming, but at the end of the day, we're gonna always give them a scouting report before we go into any game, and then sometimes we'll put it on paper if we feel like we need a little bit extra. We'll put it on paper so they can see it, but we'll watch film. We're gonna prepare, and we're not gonna go into any game unprepared. So we're gonna have plan A, B, and C all looked at. So.
Do you get nervous when you're coaching? I mean, you get butterflies?
I don't really get nervous. If anything, I'm wondering if they're ready to play.
Yeah.
So it's not being nervous. I don't really get nervous. I'm more so like, are we ready to play? And then if we come out and if I see the first few minutes, if it's going the way it's supposed to be, I'm like, okay, they're ready to play. We good.
All right, Sasha, before we let you go, I gotta ask you this one question. In a PG-13, if y'all are having a bad game, First half, what is Coach White saying to y'all at halftime? I said PG-13 now.
I'm always PG.
We need to get our act together, lock in.
That's it.
For real. Majority. I'm keeping PG on here.
All right.
I don't want to know.
I got a chance to do a lot of chance to do with DLC when I did the Keep 100, Coach Jones show, and so I got a chance to see Coach White, and I know you take weightlifting serious. You got those girls in there, and y'all lift the weights, and you get out there. So I think that's very important for these young ladies because he's always even started now. She's been going to the gym. My wife kicked me off. You can tell I don't go to the gym, but she kicked me off and added Zoe to the plan because next year we're playing against bigger girls. Girls are 16, 17 grown women, so you got to get strong. So I know you take that very serious, and I think a lot of these girls need to get in that weight room because you guys, it's not like middle school ball. It's a whole different ball game. I'm telling you right now. You girls in middle school, you might think you're really, really good. Until you run against a Sasha, you run against a number 32 that's going to put hands on you. So, like I said, I just want to say good luck to you guys, man. Go take care of business. It's going to be a good, I'm excited, man. These next few weeks, man, I told V I might have to call in sick a couple of days. I can go and get over there get over there and watch you guys play. I love watching high school girls basketball, man. Don't get me wrong, the boys' game is fun, it's dunks, but the girls, it's all about strategy. Get to that spot, get that shot, because ain't no girls dunking, so everything is good passing. And I tell you the other night, get a chance to watch y'all against Maple City was really, really. It was like, ooh. And not saying Maple City's bad. They got some girls hurt. You guys are just that good. You guys are just that good.
And that was one of the days where it started. You can see it coming together.
It came together.
If it's coming together, it can be scary.
Yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate you, man. Good luck to you guys the rest of the season, man. I'll be rooting for you guys, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
This Coach White, Sasha, the Dell City outstanding team. Like I said, they're one of the teams, the top teams in the state. They're going to be a team that you got to keep your eye on because they are doing big things when it comes to high school girls basketball. Coach White has done a great job. Sasha, like I said, comes back second half of the semester. She's taking care of business, folks. We're going to keep this rocking and rolling, though, man. We're going to have Coach Richey with the Kyle Tyson. We're going to end up with the Harrah Panthers and keep the show going. Oh, so I'm going to get it right after the third time. But like I said, we'll be right back after one of our sponsors. Welcome back to Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines. I'm here with head coach Richey. What's up, Coach Rich?
Not a lot. How you doing?
Man, hey, Coach, it's good to have you on, man. Coach, it's funny. I don't do a lot of talking to you because I have a kid at Carl Albert, so I want nobody to think I'm biased at Carl Albert. But I'm glad you got to come out and hang out with us at the Dick's House of Sports, folks. If you guys don't know about this place, come check it out. Get your stuff out. Go buy you something. Baseball glove, basketball, whatever you need, they have it here, folks. I'm telling you, man, we've been fortunate to do a couple of shows here. It's our first one, me and Coach V, but like I said, I got Coach Rich. Man, Coach Rich, you're having a heck of a season. I know the season, when you came in, you lost a couple of girls, but I tell you right now, you're probably hot as hotcakes right now. What's it all about? What's going on?
And it's been a motto we've had for a little bit. It's we over me, and these girls have bought in. We're not always the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but they are. They bought in. We've had 6 different leading scorers throughout the year. I don't know if there's a lot of teams that can say that. You can't just say, "Hey, we're just stopping one." You're going to have to game plan for all of us, and the girls don't care. Just as long as it's a W at the end of the night, who was the leading scorer, it doesn't matter.
So, Rich, I know you've had some good teams the last few years, though. Like I said, you lose 2 stars to go off to different schools, and most coaches are panicked. I don't think you panic. I think you said, hey, next girl up, and I think that's one of the biggest things that Skylar's had this year. You guys are sitting there, 22-1, and easily could have won that game at Ballersville, had a couple of girls get in foul trouble. I think George Richardson kind of got a little bit of foul trouble. Plunkett got a little bit of foul trouble, but you guys came back down 13. I think you cut it to about 4 or 5 with 2 minutes left. So that speaks highly to the girls, and like I said, you got 2 sophomores that's on the starting lineup, that played a little bit of last year, but, it's playing big time minutes this year. Then you got the 2 juniors with Plunkett and Jakari doing big things for you. And then, with your senior that came back from injury, what's her name?
Evie Mitchell.
Evie Mitchell, so I'll tell you right now, you're doing some good things and you're starting to get some depth, going into the playoffs, though. So, what's it been like, with these girls?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, like you said, it was a little bit different, but I told them our first game and this is the way you have to think. Before we got off the bus to the Mustangs Summer League Tournament, I said, this is a group that's going to get us back. It is. It doesn't matter who's on this bus, this group is going back. We still have a lot of work to do to get to reach that ultimate goal, but these girls come in and work, and they listen to the game plan. Our game got moved up to Monday because of the weather that's coming in, so we're going to have practice tomorrow.
Oh, so your El Reno game is moved to Monday now?
Moved to Monday because we're afraid
Right.
not to get it in, and
Okay.
districts have to be done. Amy Castle sent out the email.
yeah.
Hey, they have to be done by Tuesday, so we can get brackets and everything out. So we're going to go at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And Coach, I've heard you talk about film session. We're going to review what we did against them.
Right.
Jen's a great coach. She's going to counter some things that
Right.
we did, and so now what adjustments might she make for us to make a counter?
Right.
And so we're going to go again on Sunday for about an hour and a half. That's about it.
Right.
And then maybe get some shots up before the game on Monday, and then go to work. So it's been fun. This group has come in, listened. I think we've gotten better, since the start of the season, and obviously you're going to be playing your basketball at the end. And because here's the deal, if we're not, that record is, Coach, when playoffs start, everybody goes to 0-0.
Yeah, we 0-0.
And I'm right. Okay, yeah, you start this week.
Yeah.
And we could be sitting at home with 23-3.
Right.
Because that other district, and I saw you talking to Coach White, Dell City, Midwest City, Duncan, who beat Dell City,
Right.
Class and SAS. That other district is a
It's pretty big,
juggernaut.
yeah.
And
It
so
is.
whoever you get, you never overlook round one, but whoever you get round two in that regional final is a very, very good basketball team.
What did let me ask you real quick? What did they win? And you talk about how you can talk about it. And you're on the edge, and you believe in it. The kids are believing it. What did the win at El Reno do for you as far as getting you like, okay, now we're really believing in what we're talking about?
It was huge. I mean, no matter what you say, Coach, there's some games that
Right.
you have targeted. It is what it is. We've had some classic battles over the years, and we got over the hump right there. But in the locker room, what I loved, they were so subdued. They were like, "We're going to see them in 3 weeks, Coach," and that very easily could be for the district championship. And I go, "You're right. There wasn't any water celebrating or anything like that,
That's it.
and it was big. There was no doubt
yeah.
about it. But I love the reaction that."
Act like you've been there.
Yes.
Well, they knew El Reno would come back. They knew that was only one, and El Reno will come back at your place and return the favor if you're not ready.
Absolutely. And so, kind of, Banks and I walk out and I go, "Oh, they're growing up right before our eyes."
Right.
And it kind of makes you proud. I mean, obviously proud of the maturity afterwards. I said, don't post anything that's going to put a bullseye on our back.
Right.
I mean, social media can get a bullseye on your back really, really quick.
Yeah. Also, congratulations. Would you get your 200th win this year?
Thank you. Yes, it was number 200. Yes.
Congratulations on that.
But Rich, I gotta tell you though, man. I know, Kyle Roberts is a football, school, baseball. But what you're doing with the girls basketball, you're trying to get them over that hump and get that gold ball. I think it's been a long time since they got one. It might have been Goggins or. I think
It's been 25 years.
25
That's really-
years.
Wow. When I started, I grew up girls basketball.
Yeah.
The football was there, but
Right.
girls basketball.
Right.
Back when they first switched from 5-on-5.
They won the last 6-on-6 and the first 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Hey, they set the record. But Coach, hey, we can change that today now. It's been 25 years. It would be nothing better bringing home a gold
special.
ball. Yes, sir. But Coach, like I said, I know you got you and Coach Banks, man, and like I said, I think you guys do a great job. What you do. I know I'll be up there with you guys next year at the high school. Getting to cheer you on, and we try to come as much as we can now. But I tell you what you do. You do a great job. But I tell you, who needs to get a lot of credit is that young lady that's sitting next to you all the time, because she's always there supporting you. She does a lot. I know you're probably not a great social media guy, because I'm very not, because Zoe and my wife do a lot of mine, but I got to give her a lot of credit too, because she does a good job doing that though, man. But I tell you, Coach, what you done this year, man. I'm telling you, you and Banks probably wouldn't have thought that, especially losing two girls that you thought coming back, but what you've done with this team and got them ready. Like I said, I think Hate's playing at the highest level right now as a point guard. I think, Sutton has come in and give you some big minutes. I think, as a freshman, Richardson's done some good stuff,
Great work off the bench.
That's it, and that's what I tell people all the time. Sometimes that sixth man is better than the fifth man, and it ain't who starts the game, who finishes the game. I know sometimes as parents, we get fired up, like, my baby. No, we got to sit back and let the process go, because at the end of the day, you're doing a great job, especially losing some girls and getting some girls balled in and do what you do. Because I think Coach Vick does the same thing. We'll have his girls on here in a few minutes, but what you've done with this team this year, sitting at 22-1. You probably would have
23 now, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
22-1, but I did my homework, man. Come on now. I did my homework. I knew he was coming on, so I had to be ready. I had to be prepared. But, Coach, with the girls you like to sit that you have, you got Plunkett, probably one of the leaders of the team. You play more of a 5-out. Is that because you got great shooters,
really, we haven't had Asha Moore. I didn't think last year was a true post. Audrey's not a true give me the ball down on the block. Now, if we pass cut, we flash, you can seal for 2 seconds, you don't get it, you're back out.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's kind of got your 1001, 1002, and we're done. I think that we have molded this team to the style that we have. And, when everybody says, what's your style? I said, well, who do I have? If I had the Paris twins inside, well, we might change some things inside. So, things can change year to year. Depends on what you have. But I think this is what is fitting us. A lot of people say you're the easiest team in the world to scout. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We're really not. I mean, Coach, I heard Coach Vick talk about when we scrimmage. Okay, he sees number, here comes the run and jump. It's like you know what's coming.
Right.
And if they switch this, then we're going to slip that. Everybody has counters off what everybody's going to do. So that's why we practice different styles and what we think people are going to do to us.
No, that's good stuff.
I mean, I don't know what a post look like anymore. I haven't seen one in years. So I really don't know. I got a forward down there playing post. But, we scrimmaged before when I was at Luther, and we have the same styles, and it's guard oriented, but I had someone ask one time, "We do just go out there and jack a bunch of threes?" I'm like, "No, they're reads. It's either backdoor cut, go play backdoor."
Absolutely.
There are reads, even though it looks like 5-out. It looks like you can roll the ball out. There are reads to it. There is a spacing that you have to have, and
Court awareness.
court
Absolutely.
awareness, and your group has that, and it allows you to have different leading scorers every night, like you have, and that's going to make your team tough to guard because who do you have, and night in, night out. It's a driving kick. So if you focus on one, you drive a kick, and you've got the shooters to stretch that out a little bit and open up the gap. So.
Right. And Coach Banks says it's the best. I understand sometimes I get focused on when you have a Malia Hatchett guarding a Lily Thomas, people are sitting there going, holy cow. Well, I get it. And, Coach's kid, she's going to work her rear off to do what we ask, but we are going to have help.
Yeah. Right.
Good shell D and so forth and so on. But the point is, to have the different leading scorers, Banks says they got to guard us.
Exactly.
So I get that we're going to have some issues down on this end, but then if we spread them out, you've got to come out here too.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, like you said, kind of is an advantage for us on the other end of times.
Yeah, you got to jump that defense up. You might have a guard on, but you got to help coming the other way, backside, doubler, or something.
Absolutely.
But again, though, Lily's got to come out and guard your shooter. You got to go out and guard the Plunkett kid. That's the kid that's backed up with. So
right.
You just got to hold your own on defense, and like you said, you've done a good job and spreading the wealth on your offense.
Coach, this. If we have that orange thing, we're not having to guard them. So shot selection is also key.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Coach, like I said, you got a big game come Monday night. How does that break down? You already beat them at their house. If you guys win straight out, you guys are the district champion.
Right.
So, we're not talking loss. We don't want that L.
No.
But how does it play out though? Do they got to beat you by so many points, or how does it work?
Well, by 3. We beat them by 4. Like you said, Tony, you don't want to think, but
no, we don't think that. Yeah.
You don't think like that, but obviously, everybody do math. It's 3 and under.
Okay.
And it is what you go from there. So, yeah, it's. Go ahead, sir.
So how does it play out though? So if you win district, You guys get the host first round.
Regional. First, the 1 and 2 seed get to host the first 2 rounds at their place, and then area becomes a neutral site. So if you get by that first one, just like I said, you're going to give.
If you say let's say you're number 1, so
you're looking at Western Heights or John Marshall round 1, and then you're looking at Midwest City is going to be the 4 against the 5 from ours would be Noble. You're looking at Midwest City Noble. If you're the 2,
you will play one of them then.
Yes, and if you're the 2, I don't know. Lassen and Duncan were very close. I know Duncan won last night. I don't know if that threw that.
It probably goes about a point. I was kind of looking at it last night. It probably goes about a point
differential.
But
so I don't know who the 2 and 3 is, but either one of them would be.
I tell you what, Duncan is really weird about them because, like I said, we just got to talk to Coach White, and they get the win last night. And I know that was a game that CJ was kind of nervous about because they only beat them by 5 last time, and they came around. But I don't know if they got girls healthy or what, or something just clicked because those first 5-6 games they lost. They lost pretty bad. To some good teams, but I tell you, the last probably 8 to 9 games, man, they've been on fire though.
They're playing as good as anybody,
and that's what you want though. It's coming in this time of year, but I think you guys are playing good. I think that I think that El Reno game. I got a chance to go up there and watch that game. I thought that game, you coached amazing. You threw a lot at Lily. I loved what you did to her. You kind of had her, not would say frustrated, but she couldn't do what she wanted to do. You took away. I think I called it the handoff. I told Coach, I feel like they run a counter. She gets up at the post, she fakes it here, she fakes it there, and then she goes and tries to score. But you had girls right there in her way, so she couldn't do it. Baja got hot at the end. Kept them kind of close, but your girls could have folded a bit on the road, but they found a way to win the ball game, and that's why I said your freshmen are not freshmen no more, your sophomores are not sophomores.
Absolutely,
they're all grown up, so they played 20 games, so they know what's going on. So, and like I said, you've been doing this long enough, so you know what it takes to 1 to get there, and 2, hey, that's a big win. Beating El Reno, the defending state champion, went undefeated last year, to beat them at their house. That's big time. You had to go home. I know you might not have, they might not do some water on you, but I know you went home and you probably gave everybody in the house high five because to me, that's a big time win though, man, to go on the road and get that win at El Reno. That's big time.
It was. It was.
Oh, you gotta say it.
And my wife's right there laughing.
Yeah.
It was.
She was. Hey, I gotta keep it PG-13. Y'all might have drunk some wine, but it might have been Welch's wine. But I don't know. But you should have celebrated, man.
I'm going like that movie. We were talking about the gold medal for the hockey team. We went out in the hallway.
Yes. Hey, you should. Good job, ladies. Good job. You gotta be happy, man. That team's undefeated. Yeah, they got to be by UConn in the tournament. But I tell you right now, because I really said, that was coming after them getting beat, and then I think that Shawnee tournament, and then here they got you at home, and I'm like, man, it might be a tough fight for the Lady Titans, but hey, Lady Titans didn't back down, and that's what it's all about. That's why you got to play the game. You never know who's going to win. You got to go play what 32 minutes.
Yeah, and we always talk 4s and 4s, and I'm sure Coach. First 4 minutes of the game, first 4 minutes of the second half. See what they're going to do. And we jumped out 9-0. I thought it was huge instead of being down 9-0 and having to rally. And then the first 4 minutes of the second half. And I said, girls, you add that up, that's 8 minutes. So that's a quarter of the game. Yeah, we got to do the other 3, and I get that. But there's things that we really try to hammer home. And, those first 4 minutes of each are vital. In my opinion.
No, it was great. Like I said, you couldn't ask for a better game. All I ask right here, on this show, all you call our Titans Monday night, the game's been moved to Monday night. You got to come out. I thought the other night was a classic game. One thing is that you got to come out and bring them out, man, for the district championship. Bring the band, bring the cheerleaders, bring the pom-pom. Everybody come out.
We had a winter assembly yesterday. And so we just said, hey, it's $1 to enter. It's $1.
Hey,
come on. And so hopefully, I know El Reno's going to
They're going to bring it. They're going to travel.
And I'm not going to lie, Sasha just goes, Coach, I can't even move to Monday. All right. So I think Midwest City people, Del
Oh,
City
yeah.
people, I think there's going to be a packed house of just people wanting to come watch good basketball. Because that boys game, and I know we're talking girls, that boys game is going to be a heck of a basketball game as well.
Hey, Coach said the same thing. He said, man, I might be there on Monday, you know, like I got going. But I'll tell you this, Coach, man, this is what you want, though, man. You want to bring high school girls basketball. It's one reason we started doing this show. I love that, you know, one thing I got to say to small towns, and a lot of them small towns don't have the OSN, you know, doing their game. So a lot of people take the lazy way out. I can sit on my couch and watch the game, but we got to get the fans back in front of the players. You know, I mean, it's nothing better than getting some nachos, some popcorn, Coke Zero, and watching the basketball game. Man, I think you should always be there to support these girls and boys because they work hard. You know, when we played, I mean, I played against you when we was in middle school. You know, Rich was a 3-point shooter, folks, back in his day. He can light it up.
That's about it.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Him and Chris Groves could light it up back in the day. I mean, I didn't ever beat him when I was at Jarman, but you know, they beat us pretty fast, so I got a chance to play against their smaller guys, so I got a chance to score some buckets then. But Rich, like I said, I'm really you know, proud of what you've done this year, man. I mean, I don't know if they did the coaching year, but your name should be honored in that just because what you've done with this team, especially losing 2 girls that have helped you a lot this year, and you're sitting at 22-1. You know, same thing with Coach Vick. You know, last year he went 13-12. Right now you're sitting at what 19-4?
25.
25, folks. If we get it right, 25. Hey, that's big time for both of you guys, man. You both got to give it up for yourself, man. I mean, that's big time, though, man. I mean, you both guys, you know, like I said, going 22-1, and then, you know, here you are, what, 20-5? I mean, hey, that's big time. But, Coach, man, we really appreciate you going on.
Appreciate you doing
man. No, man. Hey, I'm glad you came out, though. I mean, it's always good to have coaches come out, man, especially when you can talk high school girls basketball and what you both are doing for the, you know, men coaches. You know, we had 2 ladies on, but what you guys are doing as men coaches, you know, you guys are father figures to some of these girls, man. They're going to always remember you. And then, you know, sometimes they think about y'all before they think about their own parents because y'all spend more time with them than their own parents. And so I thank you, Coach Rich, man. Good luck to you Monday night. I'll be there
Thank you very much.
you. Right?
Coach, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
She's the head coach of Colorado girls basketball team, sitting at 22-1. You know, we're gonna keep the show rolling, man. We're gonna say the best for last. We got Coach V. You know, last year I said his team went 13-12. You know, his name should be in there. You know, talking about Coach of the Year too. You know, people need to recognize this guy. He's been at a lot of different schools, but where he's been a winner. But he's taken Harrah last year, being 13. You know, what he's done with his team this year is amazing. We're gonna have his Harrah girls come on, and man, they're gonna talk about their success for this year and their road to the gold ball. And I think this is the team that you gotta keep your eye on. I know people can talk about Douglas. People can talk about Bone Grove. People can talk about all these other teams in 4A. But you know, when you start talking, you better start talking about Harrah girls basketball. Because what these girls do, man, they play as a team. You get the chance to watch them. Catch your highlight, man. Coach, Mr. Abney's put some stuff out.
He does a great job.
These ladies look good, man. I'm telling you right now. These girls
Hey, we look good. What you talking about?
He does make you look good, Coach. He does something with that camera, man. You look like you're a little bit skinny.
I look younger. I look
You look
good.
younger.
Shake,
You look like you got
look
more
good.
hair and all that, Coach.
Yeah.
You look good, Coach. Well, hey, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna bring on the lady. Welcome back to Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. I'm here with the Lady Panthers. Outstanding teams. I'm gonna let these girls introduce themselves to you. Speak up. Tell me who you are.
Hi, I'm Maggie Benson,
What number?
number 34.
34. I knew that.
I'm Allison Price, number 20, junior. I'm Sailor Ethan, junior, number 13.
Well, this is their head coach, Coach Vick. You know, me and Coach Vick started the show a few months back, man. We talked about it all summer. Something we wanted to do. I have a show, you know, most of you know, it's called People 100 Oklahoma High School Sports, but I always want to do something for the girls because I feel like the girls in Oklahoma don't get recognized. And I think, you know, like you ladies, a lot of people don't know who y'all are, but, you know, I've got a chance to come watch y'all, and these girls can play. I'm telling you right now, you guys went 13-12 last year. You guys are sitting at 20-5. That's amazing. I mean, you guys got to give it up to yourself because, you know, you guys could easily not saying you had a losing record last year, but you guys went out and played some good games. You lost some games by a few points. You know, I know you guys had a couple tough losses, but, you know, we talk about losses. Losses come, I mean, nobody likes to lose, but sometimes losses make you 10 times better. You guys are a young team, so, you know, you guys are, I think you got, what, 2 seniors?
Yep, 2 seniors.
2 seniors, so you guys will be, I mean, all this is going to do is get you 10 times better. You guys are going to be talked about. Everybody knows who you guys are now. You look on Twitter, Coach Vick does a great job putting you guys out there. I don't care if you're the 12th player or if you're the first player, you wouldn't know the difference, but that's what he does. So, well, Coach, I'm gonna let you take this over. These are your Charlie's Angels.
We talking to him. I talked to him last night.
These are your Charlie's Angels. Well, good job last night. You guys got a win against the COMSA. So that put you guys at 25. I know you guys got a week off. As Coach showed you what y'all gonna do in that week off.
get back in shape.
Yeah, y'all gonna run. He said y'all gonna look like y'all ready for track. Well, so tell me a little bit about your game. I know you train with Nate, right? And so how is that? Because I know my daughter went to Nate, Gibson Johnson goes to Nate, so Nate's one of the top trainers out here in the state of Oklahoma. So tell me a little bit about him.
I think it's really good. He's a really technical. He's a really technical trainer and helps me perfect some of the moves that I work on and stuff.
So I know Coach got you number 34, got you playing in the post position. I mean, I tell you, you know, I got a chance to see you in the McLeod game, and you probably had one of the best moves ever. There was nobody covering you. Folks, I got to get that. If I get that clip, we got to put it up. So when we're talking to her, so no one's covering her, and she turns around, she does like a 360. Thought she was doing a song. I didn't know what she was doing. And I'm like, what's she doing? And then she realized there's nobody on me, and she goes up and scores. But I just tell you, I like watching you play. I mean, you play bigger than what you are, especially playing the post. I mean, I know Coach got to play 5 out, a lot of guards, but you're kind of like the Dennis Rodman of the team, you know. So, you know, you do a lot of the dirty work. But I tell you, you two are just straight up shooters, though. Y'all like to shoot. So how much do y'all practice shooting?
Pretty often. Yeah, pretty often. Yeah.
So do y'all live in a gym? Because I have a gym right at my house, and there's some days I'm going to go and go to bed, and she can't drive yet, so I know you guys can drive, so I can't wait till she get her license, but you guys spend a lot of time in the gym?
Yeah, a lot of time training. Yeah, training.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Now you got her, what was your 7th? I think count. 7th double-double. But she's had a couple games where she's been like 1 or 2 rebounds away, so she's done a really good job. She recorded her 7th double-double last week. So,
that's big time.
And that movie you're talking about, she just wanted you to know she's been in the gym working.
She's working?
She could have scored a layup, but she wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
Tony's in the house.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I tell you,
that post move. So
that stuck out. Hey, the whole game, it stuck out to me. Somebody yelled at me because I had on red, but you know, they're like, "We're playing McLeod." I'm like, "I'm not from McLeod. I'm from Harrah." But you know, I mean, but you know, I love to come watch you guys play because I think you guys have done a great job. He talks how you guys, you understand. Me and him probably spend hours. I mean, on the phone talking high school girls basketball, and just you guys, you know, he's so typical what you guys have done with this team. And I mean, you know, you guys can go 9, 10 deep, and I mean, that's big time when you're going into the playoffs. I know he might cut it back a little bit, but when you got girls, I know you got one young lady that's kind of beat up right now, and somebody stepping in doing the deal. But I tell you though, you guys, what y'all bring to the 4A class, man, you know, you guys can play with Douglas. I mean, I would watch Douglas play the other night, and I think if you guys shoot, they got one great shooter, you know, and if you guys contain her, I think if you guys can shoot anywhere on the court, you rebound real well, and you get putbacks. So I think you guys can play with anybody in the state. I know you're not looking ahead, but I think Newcastle will be a team that y'all will probably face. But you know, I know y'all saw them in y'all's tournament, but I really think that, you know, even with Newcastle, they got a couple of bigs, but the bigs are kind of not being mean, keep it real, kind of sloppy. I mean, don't finish really good.
I'll be saying that, Jim. We'll be watching.
Hey, we be all right. Hey,
that's board material for him.
That's me talking. That's not you talking. I can talk. I'm not on nobody's staff, but I'm just saying. I think what you guys do, get up and down the court. You know, I think we'll put a lot of pressure on a lot of teams. So you know, it's been y'all's junior year. You know, what you know, from last year, this year, what's been the big difference?
I think our defense. We picked up our defense a lot, and we've been executing our game a lot more than we did last year.
So do you like defense?
Yeah, I mean,
That's learning to love it.
it's some buckets, so yeah.
No, I mean, like I said, it does. I think you guys, like I said, you guys are really, really good, man. I mean, you guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been to a lot of games this year. You guys, I mean, Harrah parents, they packed the gym. I mean, we went and watched you guys play Jones. I mean, I went over to McLeod. I mean, no, it's not a long drive, but you guys do a great job packing the gym. And, you know, and that's what I like about it. You know, you guys don't have the TV channels coming out and covering y'all, but man, I'd rather be at the game, get a chance to get there. You guys are fun to watch. I mean, it is. You guys are, you know, they used to talk about the St. Louis Rams, the greatest team on turf, but you guys, ladies, y'all are tough on the hardwood, though. I mean, y'all get after it. Y'all play as a team, you know, and then if you watch you guys on the highlights, it's not a bunch of selfish ball. It's, hey, I'm gonna give it to her. She got a better shot than me. You guys could be selfish, and that's what champions are built on, of not being selfish. And I think Coach Vick has done a good job with that. I know he's been around. I love to see him do that little stomp with that leg, man. And he gets after you guys, though, man. But I tell you, though, you guys, I mean, and I tell anybody, I have a kid, I'm tough, you know, but I tell you, you guys gonna go to college, man, and you want a college coach that's gonna be tough. He's like, man, it's okay. He's gonna be like, hey, sit over here with me, and mom and dad gotta realize that hey, it's gonna be tough, and then my kid talked about that he wrestled in college, and the coaches get on to him, and he's like, they're like, aren't you mad? He's like, why would I be mad? My dad was tough. You guys got to be built for that, though. So, like I said, you guys got college plans. You want to go play college ball?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Where you want to go? I mean, what some schools is on your mind?
Anywhere. Anywhere.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I went and watched OBU and SCU play the other night, and I'll tell you right now, you girls, 3 girls can go play there anytime. And I mean, where y'all get up and down the court. Me and Zoe, the twins, were over there the other night, and I'm thinking, Coach Vick does a good job. I tell people all the time, you guys ain't worried about getting recruited. This guy knows everybody. I mean, he knows Moses. He ain't around no more. He knows people though, man. I mean, he knows how to get y'all's names out there, and he does a good job, man. I need to start doing it, man. When he put those little things together, those little clips, and I mean, that's all that is exposure. And people realize though, that's why I tell you, ladies, be active on your Twitter page because people look at that, I mean, they know that you can shoot. I mean, I've had a chance to talk to your dad, Austin. I interviewed you the first time when we was over at Shawnee. I mean, you caught mine. I was like, this girl can go. And, like I said, you two are twins, so y'all going to get mixed up so y'all both can shoot. But, I mean, and I know you're kind of playing out of position, but a coach wants a player like you that, hey, she can give you everything. She can play the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you never know what you're going to get recruited for. So, keep getting your Twitter page out there, though, man. I mean, that's the biggest important thing. Tag. I know Nate tags you a lot. Y'all do something, he reposts it. Coach V, he's up to midnight putting stuff together, man. I can't keep up with him. I really can't. But, he does a good job, and he's done a good job even with this show we're doing and his Above the Rim. He's done a good job, getting out there. Coach, tell me a little about these girls, though. I mean, I'm doing all the talk there.
Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you, I've been very lucky to have a former player as my assistant.
Yes.
And she played for me for 4 and been with me for 3. So I'm going to bring her on because I talk about these girls all the time. And I'm going to let her come on and she'll share a little insight of Coach Vick wisdom because she ran through it for 4 years. And now she helps me with them as far as bridging that gap. So I'm going to bring Coach Allen on. And I'm going to let her sit in my chair right here. Right. And I'm going to step out and that way y'all can interview.
Like I said, I know you coach the middle school girls. You got a chance to coach the high school girls. I know you do a great job with them, man. I mean, the funny thing about it, you're so young, they probably think you one of the players. So, coach, so you look just like one of them, being so young. But I know you got a chance to play college ball. So you kind of tell these girls what's it like to coach, get at the next level, to play the next level. Do you preach that to them?
Yeah, I do. We talk realistically, what that's like and what you're going to experience there. And here you have not just 1 but 2 coaches who push you, and we often do push them to their limits. There's trying days, there's hard games, but something that I learned, playing for Coach Vick, was that if I could make it through that and I could push myself and be the best high school player I could succeed at the college level. Because when you get to the college level, it's still not everything's going to go your way. It's never going to be perfect, and you're still going to have to fight. You're not just fighting kids at your school now. You're fighting transfers and other things like that. And the schoolwork is harder. It all gets a little bit tougher, and so when you have a coaching staff at the high school level that can hold you accountable, you're much more successful at that next level. But it really does start here.
No, it does. I mean, it starts in the classroom. It starts, college is tough. Everybody thinks you're going to go just play sports and shoot the basketball or whatever you decide to go to college for. But it's all about, the most important thing, if you're going to get the next step is get that education. Yeah. I'm fortunate that I have 2 kids that do have the degree. Hoping my 3rd one gets hers, though, because like I said, basketball runs out. Football runs out. So you know that. I mean, and I preach all the time. I wish teachers made more money because they're the one to get you guys ready for the future. We talk about all the doctors and lawyers, but the teachers are the one to get you to become the doctors and lawyers. So I really think teachers should make more money, and coaches too, because coach's wife or coach's husband or all that, they spend more time with you guys than they do with your own family. So you got to give it up to the spouses, on that, because like I said, this guy's up, so we'll be talking at midnight. My wife laying in bed, and I'm not a coach when we do a show, but we'll sit here and talk about, hey, and he talks about you guys like y'all are his daughter. So and he loves you girls. So he is tickled to have a lot of you guys coming back. He has 2 seniors. But I tell you right now, you've been, on his staff and being one of his coaches, had a chance to play for him. You know what he's all about. So you can get back to these girls. And like I said, I've been around. People think I'm a Harrah Panther. That I do a lot with y'all's football team, and I'm training one of y'all's quarterbacks right now. But I love Harrah. I'm kind of bought in. I got a Harrah jacket, and even though my kid goes to Carl Albert, and everybody like, is his daughter gonna leave us? And go, no, I mean, she's a Titan, but I'm just telling you that y'all are my family too, though. I look at you young ladies like, hey, I know these girls too. I know Allison. I know what y'all can do. So I've been really tickled to come watch you guys play, and I will continue doing the playoff to watch you guys, and I hope you guys can get to the big house. And because, like I told you, I'm already saving my money for that popcorn and that corn dog, and man, that corn dog is good. I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna give me one. But like I said, I'm really tickled because like when we started this show, we didn't know it was gonna go, and it still ain't what we wanted to be. But you know what? I get to put you guys on Twitter, on my YouTube channel, and people get to see who you are. Because I'm telling you right now, y'all are some amazing players, man. I mean, people might not know what Harrah basketball is today. They will, though, because you guys are making statements with what y'all are doing year in, year out. So, real quick before I let y'all go, tell me, your favorite food, your favorite movie. I want to hear that because my daughter tell you, man, I'm kind of like a teddy bear. I love. What's my favorite show? I used to be with Lifetime, huh? I'm a Lifetime. And then when the Christmas come on, I'm the what's the Christmas one? Hallmark, boy. I love it, man. I'm a big teddy bear, boy. I sit there in my little blanket and I like to watch it, though. But so tell me, what's your favorite movie and your favorite food?
My favorite movies, all the Rocky movies, and my favorite food is pizza.
Pizza? What kind of pizza? Tell me you don't take the toppings off.
No, I don't.
Okay, I love you, bro. I love you. I got one in my house that we buy a pizza. She takes all the toppings off. I don't understand it. Get a plain pizza, girl. I ain't figured it out yet. What about you?
My favorite movie is The Notebook, and I really like Mexican food.
Mexican, what do you like?
Like enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Cheese enchilada,
Yes.
chicken? Yeah, that's what I am. Cheese with extra onions.
My favorite is probably 10 Things I Hate About You, and my favorite food is also Mexican.
Mexican food. So where do y'all usually go to go eat, get Mexican food?
Ted's.
Ted's? I love Ted's. Ted's got the best potato stuff. I love the potato stuff. What about you, Coach?
My favorite movie is A Knight's Tale, Ledger. And my favorite food is probably my grandma's hamburger steak and mushroom.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, my favorite movie was Jerry Maguire, Show Me the Money, and my favorite food is probably spaghetti. No one does it like my wife; she does it pretty good. I'm kind of weird. I have spaghetti and I put a little sweet low in it. It's really, 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 really good. But that's me. But I wish I need to probably drink more water. I'm a Coke Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero, but that's what I am. But I'll tell you right now, you guys have done. I'm seriously, man. I'm not just saying it from the bottom of my heart. You guys have done an amazing job this year. And if there's anything that I would want for you ladies to win the gold ball. Not just for Coach V and for Coach, just for you guys. So just how hard you guys play, man. Believe me, the other night he's coming home from Ada. We're talking on the way home, and he wanted to win that game more. But you guys, I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna say this before we let you go. One thing I gotta say about Harrah ladies Panthers basketball, you guys ain't had a bunch of move-ins. You ain't got girls, moving in, and you guys are doing it with y'all. Y'all winning as a team. You ain't got a girl that left this school and came to this school. It's you guys. You might have came, but hey, your coach came. I'm with that. I'm talking about a lot of you guys have been playing ball together since the EOC league, and that's what it's all about. That's family. That's what it's all about, is getting to know each other. And you bought right in with these ladies. No one to know the difference. But when you got a girl that's with another school, a couple girls at this school, and we're gonna come here. Don't get me wrong. The transfer portal is crazy. It's good to have, and it's not bad to have a girl come in, but with the way you guys are doing it, Coach V's doing it, he's doing it the right way. He's coaching you guys, he's getting you guys ready. You guys might not think he's mean and he stumps that foot and he gets mad and he scrunches them shoulders and all that. But you know what? You guys are going to meet somebody in college, going to be just like him, and you guys are going to have tough skin because you already dealt with it, though, because college is tough. Because it's a job. It's not, you're getting paid now. You guys are getting NIL money. So that's what it's all about, though. So you got to look at it as, hey, it's a full-time job, though. But like I said, I'd like to thank everybody that came out, man. You ladies coming out on a cold Saturday afternoon, but they get to see y'all beautiful face, and y'all just go take care of business. Because on come Monday, y'all gonna be running, so y'all hair gonna be a mess. So, but you know what? Good luck to you guys, man. Is there anybody y'all want to give a shout out to, though? Come on, there's somebody on the team that you want to give a shout out to. It might be the Valentine guy. He might not be here today. Give a shout out to him.
Shout out to Brooke Rock.
Shout out to my parents.
That's it.
Shout out to my dad.
That's it. Hey, those are the ones that make it happen, though, man. Like I said, I want to thank everybody that came out. Coach V, Coach Brandon, a good friend of mine, man. I mean, just probably my buddy that we get to watch OU football with. We did a lot of screaming this year because it wasn't very good, but just having you guys out, man. I want to thank Dick's House of Sports for letting me do this again. Guys, this is kind of amazing just to get to do this at this place, man. I'm going to mess her name up.
Halsey.
I mean, I know her dad, Dave, he went to high, but, she's done 4 shows with me and let me do this. But, it's a privilege to get you guys to come on and do this girls show because, like I said, it's the road to the gold ball. I want to see you guys play in the big house. So good luck to you guys, okay? Thank you, ladies. For good. Thank you, parents. Thank you for bringing them. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I come over here. You can stay, Coach. I'm almost done. You going with you?
She's going with me.
Okay. I'm just going to get a car anyway.
I know. She's going with me. I'm going with her.
I'm going to shoot at 6, by the way.
You want to shoot?
I'm going to shoot at 6. Mom's taking me, but you should come too.
I got you. But folks, like I said, man, I mean, it's a pleasure to be on the show with this great man. His assistant coach. Like I said, if you looked at it, folks, you probably would have thought she's one of the players, though. But I just tell you right now, she does a good job in the middle school. Congratulations to you guys this year in the middle school, having another successful year. Coach, I mean, what you're doing over at Harrah is amazing, though. I mean, people don't know what you've done. Going 13 and 12, and right now sitting at 20 and 5. It's big time, though. But Coach, before any closing words when we get out of here, I know we're gonna have another show on Wednesday to talk about, get ready for the playoffs. I know we didn't get a chance to talk a lot about the playoffs because we had a lot of coaches on, but that's what it's all about, is having coaches on, though, man. I mean, this is big time, though, man. I mean, good crowd, good people stopping by, seeing what's going on, and that's what it's all about. It's gonna be a good show to sit back and watch.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. The playoffs start out. I mean, junior high is over with, so we're looking at what it takes to get to the big house, play that state tournament, and Monday's game. I'm telling you what, right now, I didn't know Coach Richey would that up, but I'm going to be going out to Carl Albert and watch Carl Albert Real play if I can find a spot.
Coach, I have a VIP.
VIP, all right.
Yeah.
It ain't that little corner section.
Little corner section, Coach. Hey, I ain't got to keep.
I can't see that far.
Coach, coaches. I don't have this one. I don't get a chance. I don't have to yell at nobody because I ain't got nobody playing. So I get to sit back and watch. So I get to be just a spectator. But like I said, you guys know what it's like being a coach. Like you're in the high school, in middle school, and you were at the high school. Just you deal with a lot, but it takes a lot. I know you have a little one at home, and you're the wife. You guys were not just doing the show, but doing everything. I know you come out and support me a few times, but just what you do with the girls program, man. This guy is big time, folks. Not just I know big time's my line. He likes to say it sometimes, but I mean it though. He's big time because what he does with the high school girls sports is amazing. Talking about above him, he talks about girls that's not even in his class. He's giving girls love, man, and that a lot of these girls wouldn't get from little people. People wouldn't know who they were. I mean, Maddie Hill, I got to learn who this girl is just because of him.
Yeah.
Some of these girls, Allison, she's done a great job, where she's at with you, like I'm telling you, all 3 of these young ladies you had on the day have a chance to go play at the next level.
I agree.
That's because 1, you 2 are getting them, and 2, they're bought into what you're saying, You got to work hard, It's not about just having a jump shot, it's about playing defense. They said it, Coach. They said defense.
They said it, but they're going to learn to love it, though. They said it.
They don't understand.
They don't understand it. They'll learn to love it, though.
Yeah.
Nobody loves defense, Coach. Nobody loves defense.
I do.
Coach Albert starting spot defense in college.
I'm going to ask you this, though, before we go. How many girls can take a charge?
I got 2. And I got 1.
Number 34 can take a charge, huh?
34 can, 23 can.
23, okay.
And I got 1 girl that kind of.
Yeah, see, Coach, I'm going to tell you right now. Me, I'm going to move out the way. You probably going to say, get him out.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get beat up.
That's my waiting car salesman. And I said, they're just like, take a charge.
I ain't taking a charge. But, Coach, get us out of here, though, man.
I'm going to close real quick. We had some great coaches on today talking about their programs. And I'm going to let you know, every single one of those brought them an assistant, and the way they do it. Coach Jackson Toya at Mustang, you talking about
Banks at Carl Albert.
Carl Albert, and then CJ Delcini.
Yeah, CJ Delcini, yes, sir.
And then Coach Allen at Harrah. So every good program we talk about has that foundation that starts. And, for myself, I'm lucky. I've got 3 coaches in junior high. Coach Allen who played. I got Coach Arms who is going to bleed blue. And I got Coach Gomez who's a military guy who I'll tell you what, that gym's open at 5:45 sharp, and he's
Every
very
morning.
disciplined in what he does. And so, you know, every single program that we talk about has good assistant coaches in line. And I think that's the key to these programs we talk about. So excited for all the programs to get to state tournament. If you've never been to Big House, I'm telling you what, it is something that you never experienced. 5A and 6A. You probably wish after this year they were there every year instead of being at OU and Tulsa. So it's going to be an exciting time, though.
All right, Coach, we're going to get out of here. Folks, like I said, we'll catch you Wednesday night on Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. Like I said, it was a great time here. I mean, I enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you both for coming out and bringing your team out. It's been a good time.
And shout out to Halsey. Okay? She's a busy lady. She told me she got Taekwondo up here class. They have yoga classes up here at Dick's Sporting Goods. She's doing the batting cages, working on the hitting game. So she does a lot of good things for Dick's as far as getting the community out, like just today for us. So again, give her a shout out again as you have a couple times. But again, appreciate her letting us take this time.
Thank you, folks. We'll catch you next time on Oklahoma High School.